Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Today I am going to explain you about the reproduction in plants. So now start with this flower. Have you seen this flower? This is the colorful part of the plant. Okay, and different parts are there in this flower, and you all know that what is this, what is this, what is this, and what is this. First of all, I am going to show you a video. So enjoy a video first, then I will ask the questions. Okay, so see the video carefully. This is the diagram of the flower. See this? Here, different parts are there. This green part, the green part, you are having the green part. Okay, and this green part is this is the sepal. See, the sepal is here. The green part is the sepal. And the colorful part, this is the colorful part. In this is the China rose, and in this China rose, 5 petals are there. How many petals are there? 5 petals are there. So this colorful part is the petals. Okay. Now, see this. You remove this petal. Now remove this petal first. I'm going to remove all the petals. I have removed this. Now this left only. So here you will see this filament like a structure. And in this anther and filaments are there. See this. In this diagram, you can see this. This is the anther. And this small parts, see this small tube-like structure. This is the filament. Okay. So anther, filaments are there. And now you remove this. You just hold it and remove this. See, I'm going to remove this. You can do at home. This practical you can do at home. You will remove this and you will get structure like this. Just you will see structure like this. Here you will see what is this? What is there? Stigma is there. This is the stigma. See in the diagram, stigma is there. So this is the stigma. This is the stigma. See this? This is stigma. Okay. Now this tube-like structure. This is the style. This is the style. Okay. And here you will see the swollen part, and this is the ovary. This is the ovary. And inside the ovary, when you will remove the outer layer of the ovary, then you will get what? Ovules are there. What do you get? You will get ovule. So this is the ovule, and this ovule will change into the seeds, and this ovary into the pulp. Okay. So this is the structure of the flower. Now the question is, ma'am, what is the use of this flower? This flower is the reproductive part of the plant. Okay. And in plant, reproduction takes place by two ways. Number one is the asexual reproduction and second one is the sexual reproduction. And as you know that asexual reproduction that takes place by the different means like budding, by stem cutting, by fragmentation, by spore formation. Okay. Now I'm going to explain you in detail about the sexual reproduction. So now watch the video. See the video. I'm going to show you the reproductive part of a flower. Now see this. Watch this video.
Sexual reproduction occurs in both flowering and non-flowering plants. In sexual reproduction, a new individual is created by the combination of a male gamete and a female gamete.
We have seen in this video that in the sexual reproduction, two gametes are there. One is the female gamete and other is the male gamete. Now the question is that, ma'am, what are the female parts of the plant? First of all, you should know that what are the female parts of the plant. As I have shown you earlier, the stigma, style and ovary. The stigma, style and ovary, that are the female part of the plant. Okay. And the male parts of the plant are what? Anther and filament. That I have shown you. Anther and filament. These are the male parts. Okay. Now, first you watch this video, then I will explain you later.
The offspring of sexual reproduction inherits features from both parents. In flowering plants, the reproductive structures of the plant are found in the flowers. Though we see a wide variety of flowers in nature, their basic reproductive parts are the same. Many plants have complete flowers that have both male and female parts. These are called bisexual or perfect flowers. Other varieties have either only male or female parts. These are called unisexual or imperfect.
Listen, flowers are of two types. One is the unisexual and other is the bisexual. Now the question is, what is the meaning of unisexual? Unisexual, that means a flower which is having only either male or female, only one. Okay. And bisexual, that means having both the parts. That means male parts and female parts both. That is called bisexual. See this? This is the flower. This is the Hibiscus sinensis rosa. That means China rose. And in this China rose, you will see that this is the female part. Okay. And here the anther, that is the male part. Okay. Now come to this diagram, second diagram. Here you will see in this flower, only one part is there. That means only male part is there. But in this other flower, the female part is there. Then this is the bisexual plant. And this Hibiscus sinensis rosa is the unisexual plants. Okay. Now see more video.
Flowers. Flowers develop from buds. The parts of a flower are arranged in rings or whorls. They are called sepals, petals, stamens, and carpels. Let us study the parts in detail. Click each part to know more.
As you know that flowers are having sepals, petals, stamens and carpels. Okay. Now in detail you see about the carpel. See this.
Carpel is the female reproductive part of the flower. Each carpel is made up of stigma, style, and ovary. A flower may have one or more carpels, together known as the pistil. The stigma is found at the top of the pistil. Grains of pollen stick to the surface of the stigma. The style is a long tube that connects the stigma to the ovary. Pollen received by the stigma travels through the style to reach the ovary. The ovary contains ovules, which contain the female gamete or egg cell. The ovary eventually becomes the fruit, and the ovules become seeds.
So here you have seen that female reproductive part, stigma, style and ovary, and we will say this what? Pistil. Okay. And you have seen that in the ovary, ovules are there. Ovule will make seed and ovary will convert into the fruit. Okay. Now see.
Types of pollination. Pollination is the process during which the pollen grains are transferred from the anther to the stigma of flowers. Pollination is essential in the production of fruit and seed. To understand the process, let's first look at the reproductive parts of a flower. A flower is made up of 4 concentric whorls: the calyx, the corolla, the androecium, and the gynoecium. The calyx is the outermost whorl and is made up of leaf-like structures called sepals. The next floral whorl, the corolla, is made of the familiar colorful, delicate structures called petals. It's this layer that attracts insects, such as bees, for the purpose of pollination. The plant's male reproductive organ is the androecium.
See this? This is the male reproductive organism, androecium, and this is the female. This is the gynoecium. Sukriti, what is this? Sukriti? Gynoecium. This is gynoecium. And this is Tanmay. What is this? Androecium. Okay. So this is male reproductive part, androecium, and gynoecium is the female reproductive part. And here the pollination will take place in this flower. See how it will occur. See, what's this?
Which is comprised of stamens. Each stamen is a thin, long filament on which the anthers are present. These anthers contain pollen. As they mature, they will split open and release pollen grains into the air. The gynoecium or pistil stamen is a thin, long filament on which the anthers are present.
See this? This is the anther. And see what is inside the anther. You will see. See, watch this video carefully.
Present. These anthers contain pollen.
See, the pollen grains are there. See this? Pollen grains are there. So in this anther, the pollen grains are there. Okay?
As they mature, they will split open and release pollen grains into the.
And this is the splitting of the pollen grain after the maturation. Okay? Now see
Yeah.
what?
The gynoecium or pistil is the flower's female reproductive organ. This organ contains the swollen ovary at the base, a long tubular structure known as the style, and a sticky tip called the stigma. Now that we know the basic parts that are involved, let's look at the types of pollination. The trans
Now here we will see types of the pollination. Two types of the pollination. Okay, one is the self-pollination, another is the, who will tell me? Tanmay.
Ma'am,
Cross-pollination. Okay, self-pollination, that means in the same flower, and cross in the different flowers of the same species. Now how will happen? Watch this.
transfer of pollen grains from the stamen to the stigma of the same flower is known as self-pollination. The transfer of pollen from the stamen of one flower to the stigma of another plant within the same species is known as cross-pollination. In flowers such as beans and tomato, pollination usually does not require pollinators or agents of pollination. Cross-pollination, on the other hand, requires pollinators such as a honey bee. When this little pollinator lands on a sunflower to gather nectar, its legs will be dusted with pollen grains.
Here we will see that for the cross-pollination, what is necessary? This bee, you will see, we will say this bee pollinator. So pollinator is essential for the cross-pollination. Okay, now see how
As the
they
bee
do.
travels to another flower, it will leave behind some of the pollen when it stops, and this will be collected by the stigma. Eventually, the male pollen will unite with the female ovule during fertilization, and the ovule will become a seed. Besides insects, wind, water, and other animals such as bats also help in cross-pollination. Summary.
So here we have seen the pollinators in the cross-pollination are insect, water, wind. All these are the pollinators in the cross-pollination. So here it is clear to all of you that how does sexual reproduction take place in the flower? Okay, got it?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Now I am going to show you a concept map. See this? This is the concept map, and here you will see types of the pollen. See this here written here, the types of pollination. Two types of pollination. First of all, one is the self-pollination, and other is the cross-pollination. Just wait. See this. See, this is pollination. First is the self-pollination, and second is the cross-pollination. The self-pollination, transfer of pollen of the same plant, okay? And in the cross-pollination, transfer of pollen grains of the two different plants. So this is these are the types of the pollination, okay? And here what is the process? In the pollination, the transfer of, just wait, see, anther, transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma, transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma. This is called pollination. And see, this is the structure of the plant that is very clear, and everyone will note it down. This is very good. This is given in a chart. So this is very important for you. Okay, note it down. Now I am going to ask few questions. I think here no problem at all. Is there any problem?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now I am going to ask you questions. So see, the questions are there. First of all, here two columns are there. See, two columns are there. In one, these are the words. That means gynosium, self-pollination, cross-pollination, pollinator, and androgyny and pollination. And here the descriptions are given. Male reproductive organ, female reproductive organ, transfer of pollen from anther to stigma, insect and some animals, transfer of pollen from stamen to stigma of the same flower, transfer of pollen from one flower to another flower. Now come to the gynosium. Sachi, what is the answer? Gynosium with the, how will you match? Sachi?
Female reproductive organ.
Female protective organ. Okay, let me check. You are correct or not? See. Gynosium. Female
Excellent.
protective organ. Very good, Sachi. Now come to the self-pollination. Tanmay, tell me.
And transfer of pollen from stamen to stigma of same flower.
Transfer of pollen from anther to stigma of the same
Try
flower.
again.
Is it correct?
Try again.
No. Tell me, correct answer. Sachi?
The transfer of pollen from
Excellent.
stamen to stigma.
Okay, good. The transfer of pollen from stamen to stigma of the same flower. This is the self-pollination. What? Same flower. Here it is very necessary, same flower. Now come to the cross-pollination. Tanmay?
When transfer of pollen from one flower to another.
Transfer of pollen from one
Excellent.
flower to another. Very good. Very good. Now come to the pollinator. Pollinators are Sachi.
Insect and some animals.
Excellent.
Good. Very good. Insect and some animals. Good. Endosperm, Tanmay.
Male reproductive system. Organ.
Very good.
Excellent.
Very good. Endosperm is the male reproductive system. Now come to the pollination. Sachi.
Transfer of pollen from anther to stigma.
Yes, yes. Transfer of pollen from anther to stigma.
Excellent.
Yes, very good. So, well done, my students. Now, I am going to show you, ask you the questions, not showing. I am going to ask few questions. Just wait. So these are the questions which you have to do. Name the plant that bears unisexual flower. Okay, note it down. Second is the describe the male and female parts of the flower with the help of neatly labeled diagram. And you have to also write the importance of pollination in plants. Note it down. Third question is what happens in cross pollination in plant? Okay, so note it down or note down all these questions. Now I'm going to ask more questions, and that is the fun time, that is in the form of quiz. So ready for that? So what is your work? Your work is you have to write the question answer which I have given right now. 3 questions I have given. I hope you all have noted down. And now move for the quiz. Very interesting quiz related to this chapter. Is it visible? Tanmay, is it visible? Yes. Okay. Now the first question is, you will raise the hand only, then I will ask the question. Okay. Number 1 is the dash is a part of the stamen. Raise your hand. Tanmay. Yes, Tanmay, tell me the answer. It is anther. Good, Tanmay. So the dash is the part of a stamen. It is anther. Okay. Now move to the next question. You will raise the hand. Fusion of male and female. Fusion of male and female gametes result in the formation of options are a pollen grain, a spore, a zygote, and egg. So raise hand. Okay, Tanmay, tell me.
Ma'am, a zygote.
A zygote. Yes, very good. So give a big clap for Tanmay. Very good, Tanmay. Well done. Now the next question is what is fertilization? Raise your hand. Okay. Sachi, tell me the answer.
Fusion of male and female gametes.
Yes, fusion of male and female gametes. Very good. Now the next question is in sexual reproduction, options are only male is essential, male and female both are essential, only female is essential, and equal division is essential. So now, Tanmay, tell me the answer.
Ma'am, male and female both are essential.
Very good, good, very good. Now, next question is dash is the spore producing fungus. Raise your hand, Sachi. You have raised the hand. Tell me the answer.
Amoeba.
It is muco. Okay. Now I hope this is clear to everyone about the reproduction in the plants, especially sexual reproduction, and the concept about the flower is clear. Okay, got it? So this is all about today, and your work is the questions which I have given that you will do. That's all for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.